Could soon have another weapon in the fight against COVID-19, an antiviral pill just approved by the FDA Advisory Committee.
Yeah, this could be a big deal. CBS 12's Danielle DeRoss found out just how effective it is and how it could help hospitals preparing for it. She joins us live in Lake Worth right now.
Well, the FDA is expected to authorize this new pill by Merck very soon, and doctors that we spoke with say they're happy to have another way to treat COVID-19, even if these pills are not as effective as vaccines.
Would you prescribe it?
Absolutely, because there's nothing else to give them on an outpatient basis that's been proven.
Infectious disease expert Dr. Larry Bush calls it encouraging to know a new, easily accessible treatment for COVID-19 could soon be authorized by the FDA. An advisory panel just voted 13-10 to approve Merck's antiviral drug called molnupiravir. Similar to using Tamiflu to treat influenza, Merck's drug should be available at pharmacies and used early on in infection. It's believed to reduce the risk of hospitalization and death in high-risk COVID patients by 30%, and experts hope it will still be effective against the Omicron variant.
You could say, well, if I don't want a vaccine, at least if I get infected and I get on these medications early, I could do okay.
We wanted to know if patients would be more comfortable taking a pill than a vaccine. And in downtown Lake Worth Beach, they're sounding off. In between songs, Sebastian tells us a pill is more appealing than a shot. You're scared of the vaccine?
Yeah.
While others are skeptical of all pharmaceuticals,
I try to go as natural as possible.
But most say they think antivirals will help.
I mean, the more options, the better.
Even if they're no substitute for the vaccine.
I think people should still get vaccinated.
Florida hospitals are preparing to receive doses of the Merck pill as soon as it's authorized. In a statement, CEO Mary Mayhew tells CBS 12 News that the FHA is working with the Department of Health to request the medication, adding, "We anticipate there will be a limited supply initially until distribution increases." Now, this drug may not be cheap. While we still don't yet know how much insurance could cover, Dr. Bush estimates that the regimen of this antiviral drug could cost between $500 and $700. And there's also a similar antiviral pill that should be before the FDA soon, that one made by Pfizer.
We are learning more about a man who died in a fire at an apartment building over in Delray Beach last night. The fire was so intense, some of the residents there had to literally jump from their windows to escape.
Nearly 30 people are now homeless right before the holidays. CBS 12's Al Peffley joins us live in Delray Beach. Al?
Liz, according to residents, the fire broke out in the apartment you see right behind me, the one that's all boarded up there, Unit 937. And the Florida Bureau of Fire, Arson, and Explosives Investigations is looking into what caused this deadly fire.
I went back downstairs to go outside, and I saw fire, like a big fire, and I was so scared.
Diula Alexis was asleep in her apartment next to the one where the fire began last night.
My mom said, "It's go, just get out." I was scared, my heart like being so fast, and I was starting to cry. And I feel like my life was over.
When firefighters got to the scene on Southwest 20th Court at about 10 Tuesday night, flames were shooting out of the windows, and they quickly started spraying water on the flames, trying to bring the blaze under control. The blaze gutted at least one of the apartments in the building that has 7 apartments. Residents identify the man who died as 60-year-old Gene Alessi, who works at a nearby barber shop. They say he was asleep at the time of the fire, and another young man in the apartment jumped from a second-floor balcony, injuring his foot as he tried to escape the roaring fire.
What I think it's extremely horrible what's happening, because right now we don't have no place to go.
Beverly Sherabin, along with her 3-year-old daughter Ashrella Pierre, lived in the unit that was destroyed by fire. She was at a grocery store when the fire happened, and she got a call from a friend saying the place was on fire.
It's very sad because we did not expect all those things happening. But, you know, God bless us.
Sherabin, who works as a nursing assistant, says she has lived in the unit where the fire broke out for 25 years. She says it's heartbreaking the man they shared the apartment with, Gene Alessi, died in the fire, and she fought back tears.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened with him in there, and he just, you know. We have boxes under the trees and everything.
So the Christmas tree was set up in the apartment.
Yeah,
and you
it
had
was.
gifts under the tree, and that's all gone. The Red Cross said it's assisting a total of 27 people, providing them with financial assistance so they can buy food, get a motel room if necessary, or buy other items they need. The State Bureau of Fire, Arson, and Explosive Investigations is trying to determine the cause of the fire. It's not clear if some of the residents will be able to move back into their units at some point.
Well, it's horrible. What else could I say? It's absolutely terrible. I'm so sorry it happened.
Delray Beach Fire Rescue and Delray Beach Police would not comment on the possible cause of this blaze. The Florida Department of Financial Services Bureau of Fire, Arson, and Explosive Investigations said in an email this afternoon that the investigation is open and ongoing, and no further information is being released at this time.
Real estate agents say South Florida is a seller's market right now, and as for renters, times are tough. We have some of the highest prices, as it turns out, in the country.
And families across our area are struggling with sudden rent hikes. CBS 12's Lena Salzbank looks at the average rent you'll find across our area.
West Palm Beach is one of the top 10 areas in the country with the fastest rising rental costs. Say you're looking for a one-bedroom. Low end starts at around $1,700. The highest was around $2,500, according to Redfin.
When things are increasing that drastically, where you don't even have any option.
Millicent Kelly started renting her 3-bedroom apartment in Jupiter in 2018 for $1,875 a month. Times have changed the market, Kelly says. Her landlord told her old tenants need to pay similar prices to what new tenants are seeing.
And every year these rent increases come. Last year it was almost $200. This year it's $400.
After working 20 years as a college advisor, Kelly was laid off during the pandemic and says shelling out an extra $5,000 a year is not possible.
It's so overwhelming for me. I'm already trying to come up with money on a daily basis, and to actually have to come up with $5,000 more a year is huge for me.
Kelly says she's looking for options north of Jupiter, and we looked. The average price for a one-bedroom apartment in St. Lucie County is $1,600 a month, according to Zumper, still out of her price range.
Originally, I'm from Belgium, so I've even considered moving back there.
Experts say this is why buying is better than renting, because it's an investment. But a report from Realtor.com says the average home listing in Jupiter is $565,000, and in South County, Boca Raton, it's $495,000. Starter homes, starting prices nearly $500,000 or more. Kelly says no way.
I can imagine homelessness is going to increase substantially.
And families facing homelessness might reach out to the West Palm Beach Housing Authority, so we wanted to see what options were out there.
To our residents and program participants, if you know your party's extension, dial it now. Otherwise, for a company directory, please press pound.
A message on HUD's phone line says the waiting list is full.